7. We're outside again. Obviously, it's 24 hours since and it's come to my attention that the rival fans are not really happy, or should I say, it's come to my attention that a lot of rival fans are actually getting behind Arsenal and actually respecting the works that we've actually been telling you is going on. Like I remember telling one of my mates that's a Chelsea fan that, hey mate, we're the real deal, we're here to stay, and they didn't really want to hear it, but I'm here to tell you lot that we're the real deal and we're here to stay. And look, we all as Arsenal fans, of course, we want to win the league, we want to win the Champions League and all of that. But it is actually not doom and gloom if we do not win the Champions League or if we don't win the league. Obviously, don't get me wrong, I know we're participating for trophies, but you got to think of it in the sense of from where we was when literally when Wenger left to where we are now. The journey's been a rough journey, but it took time to get here and to break that Man City and Liverpool dominance that they were doing the past 5 years. It wasn't easy to break into that circle. Because remember when these two are having their own horse race, and it's like from third to fifth, where it's like there was too many leagues within the league. That's how the level was so high when Klopp and Guardiola were going at it. So we had to take time, got the right. In the beginning, people would have thought Arteta was the correct man for the job. But it just goes to show when you have a board and a club owners that actually back you and support what you do, even in the midst of other other fan bases or journalists telling your team that no, he's not a good manager, need to get rid of him now, need to be winning now, need to do everything now. When in reality, if you sit down and take a break and actually think about what Arteta's accomplished, okay, yeah, let me not say accomplished, but I can say what he's cooking. Let's say, yeah, what he's cooking. If you can see what he's cooking, you'll know that at the end you're going to be satisfied with the meal that's preparing. Right now, it's just appetizers. We are slowly getting to the main course. We're definitely getting to the main course. We are, and watching these games, we are a striker, a midfielder, winger away. Yeah, listen to what I want to say, from another invincible run. The way the defense is moving, Gabriel and Saliba, Gabriel coming like the modern day Martin Keown, in my opinion, and Saliba, he just oozes class. Every time he has the ball, he just oozes class, and they have a good relationship on the pitch and off the pitch, as you can see. Not even just them, that literally the whole team have a good relationship, and you can see that last year, even though it's on their minds, but it's not on their minds because they feel like they've grown and they feel like they can take it to a level which they weren't able to take it before. So seeing that being said, I just wanted to go back on to the whole the Arteta debate that was having, and it's a thing where I was talking to one of my Chelsea mates. I don't even know why I listen to this guy. This guy actually does not know ball, but he was saying to me, if Arsenal don't win a trophy, it's a failure. I was like, I hear it, but it depends on. But you have to put it into context, though. You have to put it into context. Because I'm out. So I asked him. I said to him, so if Arsenal carry on winning, we win all of our games. Let's say we win all of our games, but then Liverpool win all of their games. Yeah. And please, in the comments, let me know if I'm bugging or if I'm not sick with what I'm saying is not realistic. If Liverpool win all their games, but we win all our games in the Premier League, that is, what does Arteta does Arteta get sacked for that? Does Arteta get sacked because Klopp's won all these games and he's won all these games? Even if City win all their games, they're not gonna win the league. If all three of us right now win all of our games to the end of the season, it's only Liverpool that's winning the league. So in that scenario, what is Arteta gonna get sacked? Pep's definitely not gonna get sacked because obviously he's been there, done it before. But would Arteta be? Then he said, oh, okay. Then he goes to me, the Chelsea fan. He goes to me, all right, fair enough. And then he says, oh, then you have to win the Champions League. Then you have to win the Champions League. I'm thinking, okay, we as Arsenal fans ourselves, yeah, when we got into the Champions League, our thing was, even the beginning of the season, we always said we wanted a trophy and a good run in the Champions League because we haven't been in the Champions League for quite a long time, i.e., quarterfinals. Yeah, I realistically we said quarterfinals. We're in the quarterfinals at the moment, and obviously now when you're in the quarterfinals as a big club or whatever club you are, even if you've had aims at the beginning of the season to finish in a certain position, your aim then should grow a little bit more. Do you understand? So now we're actually in the quarterfinals and we're playing well and we can see by it. Now you can think, okay, maybe we should, stretch the bar a little bit. Semi-finals, you're facing either Bayern or I'm sorry, not Bayern. You're facing either Man City or Real Madrid, then that's a whole different thing. But if Arteta can get us to a semis or even a final, and God forbid, touch wood, we don't win it next season, she gets to some of them. I don't think so. And that's just the realness. Even if you don't win a trophy, I'm not happy, but I'm not upset. I'm not like, Arteta out now. No, I'm not like that. I'm more thinking, okay, we've seen what we can do when we haven't got everything in order. And when I say everything in order, for me to fully judge Mikel Arteta, yeah, he needs to have a proven goal scorer. Because Gabby Jesus said the answer, and Havertz, yeah, he's been playing well up top. That's going to be more clinical when it matters. Yeah, off the ball, Havertz has been amazing. He makes some fantastic runs, but I feel like instead of him being the main striker, he's more of a support in the support role as well. He'll be amazing. He would be amazing in the support role. But I feel like we need a striker. Obviously, I've been looking at Gyökeres for quite a long time, even before all the links. I was looking at Gyökeres because I felt like when he just started making his journey in Sporting, I just thought, oh, bro, let me see what this guy's made. I mean, he actually suits what we want in terms of character on the pitch and off the pitch. Because yeah, I do hear a couple of my friends do want Tony, but I think the only thing that's letting Tony down is his attitude and how he conducts. So especially in the last game that we played against him, I think the last time we played him, I think that was the like, yeah, we're not signing him. The ones there. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. Wouldn't have minded him in January, but that would have been the January thing. Now that we're getting into the summer, let's go and get a bad boy. Osimhen, no, forget that. I'm not even hearing that. Gyökeres from Sporting, that's my number one target. And they're gonna say, oh, but he's done it. He's only in the Portuguese league, mate. In my opinion, I think if you can kick ball in the Championship and banging goals in the Championship, yeah, and then go to Portugal where Sporting where it's predominantly dominated by Benfica and Porto, and Sporting just like Arsenal. It's funny enough, even though we haven't won it yet, but you'll get my comparison in a sec. Even though Arsenal, even though never in there. And then what did Sporting do? Sporting in the past couple of years, they broke into that. Oh, we're going to be that team now. And that's just like Liverpool, Man City. They were doing their dominance, and then now Arsenal's trying to break into that. So you can see similarities. He can play in the system, and he's good. He's good. Real poacher. Good goal scorer. You know what I mean? So that's the type of clientele that we need. If we can get that and a midfielder, yeah, the midfielder that I'm looking at, that's going to take us to that. I want in that 8 position we've obviously been trying to address it. I'm telling you, I'm thinking that Musiala. I feel like what we're missing in our midfield, is a player that can beat 2 or 3 man and drive. And I feel like we got that Emil Smith Rowe, but I don't think Emil will stay in next season. I just obviously he's always said that if he'll only leave if Arsenal want him to leave, and I think they're gonna want you to leave in the summer. I think all these when you start, obviously, yeah, we're in the title running and we are trying to win the league. Totally hear it, but I believe that we're in a situation where the we're in a situation where I think they're trying to get your Arsenal trying to get your price high. Put him in, put him in. We got quality all over the pitch, but put the fringe players in. So if they do well, at least their price can start going up, and then in the summer we can get a bigger fee for them. Let me tell you something. When Nketiah comes on, I'm begging for him to. I want him to bag a hat trick, and it's not going to be one of them ones where he bags a hat trick. Then we're going to be like, oh yeah, keep him. Nah. We want him to score so his price can go up. Honestly, because just like last season, we was like, why don't we give Balogun a chance? Why don't we give Balogun a chance, brother? What's Balogun doing now? Go and get your stats and come back and show what he's doing now, and then tell me about Balogun. Nketiah's not the answer. We got a striker on loan that's been doing well, Mika Brief. He can be the Nketiah replacement. I feel like we need to give somebody else a chance, and he deserves a chance because he's actually going on loan, different places on loan, and he's actually producing. So yeah, that's a shout for me. And yeah, what was my point I was even trying to make? Yeah, so and then yeah, so I told you Musiala, a man that can beat three man, and then come back, beat three man, and then you know what I mean. When you got that type of play in your team, it disrupts the other team's tactics. It can, you know what I mean, positional play, move. Even it's all good doing the passing around the box, but sometimes you just want someone that's got pure world class ability to just. And in the midfield, we don't have that. We got people that can, win the ball, read the play, like break the lines with the passing. I see someone that's gonna be like, right, don't worry, this is me. And Musiala, I'm telling you, he's the perfect for Arsenal in this Arsenal team. Because when I see us actually with that, yeah, that's what we know. And then yeah. And then when you add all of these elements, yeah, when you add all of these elements to what we have already, the foundation, and that's like the final piece to the puzzle. And a right winger. If you can get, I'm hearing about Rodrigo, but you all know that someone from Real Madrid is gonna have to leave, and when Kylian comes, that's just standard in it. There's no way. One of them is gonna have to leave. And if I was gonna take any of them, I would take Rodrigo. Obviously, Vinny's alright as well, but I don't know, man. I like Vinny. I like Vinny as a player, but his character's a bit annoying a little bit. But Rodrigo, I like how Rodrigo conducts himself, and I think that he'll definitely thrive in this team. It's even one of them ones where I've even because if you've been watching Arsenal games recently, you've been noticing. Obviously, I know Saka's a bit injured, but you've been noticing that even maybe instead of just playing Reese, you tend to see Martinelli come on and he's been going on to the right. And I was thinking, we're gonna talk about this in another video. I can't dish all the tea here, but I was thinking that like even that time we was trying to sign Mudryk, as to why is Arteta trying to sign Mudryk when we've got Martinelli already? Is that because he was gonna let Martinelli and Saka battle it out on the right, and then Mudryk be on the left? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we got a lot to look forward to. I'm very very intrigued as to what happens in the summer transfer window, but we're not there yet. We're here, and at the moment in the league we are doing amazing. 2020, we're here again. I think we're in 2024. We should be. Yeah. Yeah. We've. Yeah. That Dubai break, whatever happened there, boy, it's looking like Dubai's going to be the spot on a regular basis because the man them are moving mad. The man them are hungry. You just love to see the players get excited over clean sheets, and you just love it. So yeah, I just mainstream media saying, "Oh, well, yeah, they're playing well, but they run." Listen, yeah, last year when we was playing, I'd say the best football that we played in quite a long time. Uh, the the fixtures that we got remaining, the only team that we didn't beat was Manchester United, and we're going to Old Trafford. And if you take it back to all the way from, remember when we had that season where we lost our first three opening games, and that was the season before we had that good season. When we lost our first opening games, the season after, what's happened? All those teams that beat us, we actually got our revenge somehow. The only team that we didn't get our revenge from was Man City, and I feel like we got it from them this year because we've beaten them this year. So you know what I'm saying. So the revenge that we got left now is to go Old Trafford and beat them at Old Trafford. And wouldn't it be ironic that Arsenal, we sing that song where we won it at the bridge, won it at the lane, done it at Old Trafford. No one can say the same. All three of those teams, we're playing all three of them. So it will be so we can. I really do want to win it at Old Trafford again. I do want to win it at Old Trafford again, but as long as we win it, that's all that matters to me. So you know what I mean. Just beat Spurs, beat United, beat Chelsea. That's where my mind is right now, and every game at a time. Next game's Bayern Munich. I'm going to be doing a build up to the Bayern Munich game. So